Exposing Minute MBA. Minute MBA has been copying RSA Animate since its very first video, stealing every aspect of their unique way of illustrating and sharing world-changing ideas. These charlatans present a very one-sided agenda-driven message to all of its viewers. We will look specifically at the hoax and reveal its agenda for what it really is, the MBA hoax.
The business of fast fashion. Zara employs a large team of fashion designers and churns out 10,000 new pieces each year, compared to a boutique luxury designer that might oversee production of just 50 to 100 pieces per year.
Zara has been described as a Spanish success story by CNN. 50% of all products Zara sells are manufactured in Spain, while some competitors outsource all production to Asia. Zara makes the most of its fashionable items. This is a classic example of the winning side. Out of the fashion's arms race, Zara won out. I really don't support the idea of capitalism in the first place, but I honestly thought people would understand that it's the system at fault. This needs to be changed rather than targeting who's the best capitalist on the market. I find it really suspicious that Zara especially is the subject under fire here, rather than other large transnational corporations who lost out on the market of fast fashion. It was an arms race that drove us to the moon, and it's an arms race to capture the market share for a billion-dollar industry. Let's look at another example of fast fashion billionaires.
Topshop has to keep up with an increasingly demanding public.
They're much more fashion savvy than they ever used to be. They want to be able to buy the things that the celebrities are wearing or something similar, or they want to be able to buy into the trends that they've seen from the catwalk as quickly as possible. And really, it's the first person that gets there. They will buy from that person.
That strategy increased Topshop sales by 20% last year.
Here are some of the ways fast fashion is impacting the marketplace. Excess. Not all designers are anti-fast fashion, but many agree it's led to a lack of authenticity in new clothing lines and a lack of quality in production.
The lack of authenticity has almost nothing to do with the quality of production. Authenticity is attached to copyright, royalty fees, etc., that the legal system loves to feed off of like parasites. Did you know that the song Happy Birthday is copyrighted? Any other broadcasting station that airs that song has to pay a designated amount of money for breaching this legal condition. I still can't believe that one.
Technology right now is interesting not just as like a means to make things, but it's interesting because it's part of our lives. And so we're not the only ones doing things with fashion technology. It's exploded in recent years. And I think that's partly just because it makes sense to people. Oh, what if I could draw a dress on the computer and then get it in real life? We're a generation that grew up with video games and Star Wars and Star Trek. So it's the culmination of how people view themselves and what clothing means to you on a daily basis.
Personally, I can't wait until 3D printing finally destroys the bulk of the fashion industry in general, so that the capitalist stranglehold game of copyright and trademark can be finally removed from society. Fashion is a design and has a place for those who wish to express themselves. People should have the freedom to do whatever they want, especially against these blood-hungry cartels.
After 2 decades of fast fashion popularity, many designers are signing on to make a change. 300 retailers have signed up to be part of the Sustainable Clothing Action Plan, which includes producing, selling, and disposing of waste without damaging the environment.
300 plus companies banding together to promote yet another stranglehold on the market doesn't sound too good to me. SCAP, by definition, is bringing together industry, government, and a third sector, aiming to reduce resource use and secure recognition for corporate performance by developing sector-wide targets. This sounds almost as bad as the global warming scam we were all suckered into. Paying a carbon tax was just one of the end results.
And only working with countries with strict labor fairness regulations.
In a recent email, it was brought to my attention that this could be another part of the Jewish agenda, that the Jews have congregated and dominated the fashion industry and the clothing industry, founding everything from Guess Calvin Klein, Levi's jeans to Ralph Lauren. And this is nothing but an admit to defeat that the Spaniards actually beat the Jews out at their own game. Personally, I have no idea if this is true or not, and most Jews shouldn't be treated this way. They're just innocent people like you and I that are beginning to wake up to the devastation unfolding around us. Exposing the Minute MBA Hoax. If you like what you saw and would like to receive more videos like this, please subscribe.